Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Meta Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers. Thank you to all of my channel members, and thank you everyone for your continued support of these messages from Spirit, for your awesome comments, for your brilliant messages, for the private readings, for the wonderful donations. Thank you so much. Your support means everything to me as a reader, but again, it's primarily your support of these messages from Spirit that I am truly appreciative of. So that being said, we are now into Sunday, and it's already been a very interesting start to the morning in terms of energy, downloads, messages that have been coming through. And they have been coming through quite consistently this morning. So from here on in, I am going to shut up and let Spirit take over to see where God would like to guide us this morning. So I have already gone ahead and said my prayers and asked for a blessing for both myself, the collective, this reading, and also for this deck. And let's see what Spirit would like to share with us for our highest good. So Spirit, woo, wow, 7 of Wands, that literally jumped out, right? You saw the frog leap out. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, yeah. So I have been feeling this energy this morning. Am I surprised it's the first card that asked to be shown? Unfortunately, no, because your person of interest has been defending themselves, or I've been hearing defending themselves, literally since I woke up this morning. This is another reason why I came to the camera a lot earlier than I normally do, because this person has something to say. This person has something to say to you, collective. This person feels as if they are holding many people back. They are having to explain themselves. I went to use the word boundaries, but there are no boundaries here anymore because everyone wants answers. Everyone is aware that, and again, maybe this is you, switch the energies however it resonates. Everyone's aware that your person of interest was lying, was creating stories, was creating situations. So as I look at those 6 wands coming up against the frog who's holding that 7th wand, what I'm hearing, what was formerly victories, because I'm feeling like really distorted 6 of Wands energy here, which is victory, acknowledgement, right? It's getting recognition. What I'm hearing is this person has gotten recognition for the wrong thing today. And those 6 wands that once celebrated this individual are now coming up against this individual, which is why they're using that 7th wand to defend themselves. Wow. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding the, there's arguing, fighting, and quarreling going on. I can't make this up. This is the Knight of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So again, you know, I am being called to say this. It's fire and air. So you definitely could be dealing with a fire sign or with an air sign. But there's some serious arguing. Yeah, there's arguing going on. Your person of interest is arguing with a group of people. Now, this could be family. It could be friends. It could be a community. It could even be a workplace, but I'm feeling that this is a lot more personal than a workplace. So yeah, I'm definitely getting family vibes here. And if it's not a family, I'm going to say a close group of friends. And I keep hearing the word community. And it's surrounding news. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Something's not coming. Something has stopped. Something has stopped. This is what the argument is about. They've asked me to place the Knight of Pentacles underneath the Knight of Swords because It's followed up by the Four of Cups. There is complete unhappiness, discontentment. Asks me to place that underneath the Seven of Wands emotionally with the current situation that this individual finds themselves in. Can't make it up because of the separation, because of the breakup. But this is also about receiving bad news. Three of Swords, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, followed by the Six of Swords. Again, now this would be these cards so far. Most of them are from yesterday's reading, the day before and the day before that. This person is still trying to leave mentally a difficult situation in order to move into calmer waters. So what we've seen, particularly with yesterday's reading, is that everyone that's been involved in whatever this pantomime, this horror show of sorts have been involved in, have been fully exposed. And because of this, particularly if you were vibing with yesterday's reading, there are a lot of people right now who are in conflict with each other, including your person of interest, who they're saying very clearly is emotionally unhappy. Four of Cups to the Seven of Wands, because they're being made to defend themselves, to defend their actions, which again, causing arguments today. Knight of Swords energy to the Knight of Pentacles, because whatever was expected, again, it's not coming. This horse is at a standstill. This is definitely to do with finances. This is definitely to do with I just heard financial predicament. So someone has found themselves in a financial predicament as well surrounding this situation, which is why I was called to say upsetting news is also connected to this Three of Swords energy today. And as you know, it's the Three of Swords. So it definitely could involve three or more. Well, it does involve three or more people. What am I saying? Three of Swords to the Seven of Wands, right? To that Four of Cups. This is about what your person of interest was doing with a group, a family, a community of different people. And these people are now calling this individual out because whatever it is they allowed themselves to become involved in, it's blown up in their faces. And again, I just heard the cast of characters involving this have been completely revealed, which has put your individual, again, if this isn't you, at a severe disadvantage today. A severe disadvantage. What more should the collective be aware of surrounding today's energy? Yeah. Your person of interest and this group, this family, this community, they're all moving through a change in karma. Wheel of Fortune. Arts be placed alongside the Three of Swords. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. You know what I just heard in my head? Been caught stealing once when I was 5. I just walked in. It was as simple as that. Yeah, God, I'm trying to remember the artists that used to sing that song. They were like, I think they were a Canadian indie band from back in the late 90s, definitely dating myself here. But the song was called Caught Stealing. Why am I saying that? Because someone has been caught stealing. Seven of Swords energy. There it is. That card of deception, that card of trying to get away with something, that card of lying, right? Your person of interest is desperately trying to, I went to say clear their name, but I got immediately corrected. They're just trying to defend themselves. Because everyone in this, again, it feels like a saga, a really bad soap opera, however it might resonate for you. Everyone has been exposed. Everyone has been called out. Three of Swords to the Four of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. And it is surrounding all of the lies and the backstabbing, all of the things they try to get away with surrounding you. But again, I'm also hearing surrounding others. Three of Swords to the Seven of Wands. that is backfired on them today, that has them in a place of defense. They are arguing with multiple people. They are trying to defend themselves against multiple energies. There is no money coming, which is another big cause. Knight of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. Reason that the quarrels are all happening because whatever it was that was promised, no one's receiving it. Notice I'm still talking pluralized. This is why these people are still so angry. Seven of Wands to the Seven of Swords, to the Four of Cups, to the Three of Swords. Everyone is facing or moving through huge karma. Wheel of Fortune energy to the Seven of Wands surrounding what they did to you. But I keep also hearing you were a part of it because they used and manipulated your energy in order to pull people into fake environments, fake relationships, situationships. They also created a lot of drama around you, right? I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune to the Seven of Swords. And this was about keeping people away from you. This was about distorting the truth. This was about preserving whatever story it is that they had created about you within their own minds. Because again, today, Seven of Wands to the Knight of Swords, and as you've seen over the previous readings, everyone has been called out. Your person of interest and the specific cast of characters that they chose to work with or who recruited them in order, again, to become you, to take whatever it is they feel that you had, whatever it is they felt that they wanted, because again, the truth is out. And that Seven of Swords behavior, that backstabbing, that betrayal, that deceptiveness has been fully outed with the Seven of Swords, which is why, again, the reading started with that Seven of Wands, right? The frog prince or princess desperately trying to defend themselves against the truth. But most importantly, it's the truth about you. It's the truth about you, collective, that really sent that last nail into the coffin. Because what this individual was doing, it was habitual. That might mean something to someone in the collective. And I feel, again, looking at the Seven of Wands to the Seven of Swords, this was something that they were used to doing, using other people for gain, using other people for status, using sexual conquest, Seven of Wands to the Three of Swords, in order to gain favors, in order to create connections, associations. All of that has backfired today. Everyone is in a Three of Swords. And again, it's not just about the separation. It's about all of the bad news and the arguing that keeps coming in with this Knight of Swords, which has your person of interest today, again, in that Seven of Swords energy. Is there anything else the collective should be aware of surrounding this energy? We got the Seven of Cups, so they are still looking for options. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They actually asked me to place that above the Knight of Swords. So these individuals, and notice I've got 3 sevens on the table. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, and Seven of Swords. So again, it is that confirmation of multiple people connected to your person of interest or whom your person of interest is connected to that deliberately plotted and schemed against you. Because in the midst of all this quarreling and arguing, because everyone's now trying to defend themselves, right? Everyone's trying to create, look for reasons, look for excuses. I'm looking at the Seven of Cups energy, trying to explain why it is they did what they did, but most importantly, trying to make sense of what has not happened, trying to make sense of what has not happened within that Knight of Pentacles energy to the Seven of Wands. So there was definitely a promise of some kind of financial kickback here. This is why I feel it could be strongly related to a family, strongly related to a community or to a close group of friends, because there is still that sense of intimacy, that sense of connection between you and your person of interest or your person from the past. But looking at the Seven of Cups to the Seven of Wands, they're trying to find options, solutions to the situation that they currently find themselves in. And again, looking at the Knight of Pentacles, it's because whatever money they expected to come to them, it's not coming. They've lost the faith and the trust of everyone around them. Four of Cups to the Seven of Cups to the Three of Swords. There is no love being offered. There is no love being received, however that might resonate for you. Three of Swords to the Seven of Swords. Complete upset and distress over the fact that their deceptive behavior in regards to your person of interest, but also in regards to their own actions, has caught up to them within that Wheel of Fortune, and everyone involved in this mess is currently moving through their karma. What else should the collective be aware of? Is there anything else? We've got the Page of Cups again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Asked to be placed above the Three of Swords to the Six of Swords. So there is still that hope. There is still that hope that the person will be able to come towards you to make some kind of love offer. But it's coming in as a Page of Cups, so you know that it's small. It's coming in also clarifying the Three of Swords to the Six of Swords. Whomever your past person is, again, they are still looking at you as the ideal, because within the context of this reading, you're coming in as an escape. And that's not the first time I've relayed that message or shared that energy with you, which is why looking at the Seven of Cups to the Seven of Wands, well, this person is still stuck in their head. So I do still feel, I'm going to say this, and I take this quite seriously, there could be a mental illness that's involved with your person of interest, because I feel like their thoughts, their behavior is delusional. There it is. Seven of Cups to the Knight of Swords to the Three of Swords. There's something about the way that this individual thinks. And look at this. I'm drawn to like the multicolored unicorn on this card. This person doesn't seem to exist in the real world. I kind of feel I've said this before. This person operates in almost like a deluded state. Three of Swords to the Seven of Cups. There's something very unrealistic about them believing or hoping or expecting to somehow step out of this to come towards you with this offer. I think on some mental level with the swords, they recognize the truth of this, right? Because swords, as you know, is mental, it's wisdom, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. The Page of Cups is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's emotions, that's moving with the flow. And I'm drawn to the waves behind this individual as they hold out that cup with that little fish sticking its head out. Normally I would equate that with pregnancy. I kind of equate that with fear today. And look how humbled this individual looks as they hold out this cup to you. I feel that fish is your person of interest as well. Because if they get the opportunity to come towards you, they know that fish might just jump out of the cup and into the ocean and disappear forever. That's what I got. That's what I'm getting from that Page of Cups. Looking back at the Seven of Cups, this is what also has this person in their head. So I kind of feel like this individual is slightly deluded, could have some type of mental illness, and it could have contributed to how and where they see themselves in this situationship right now. Because again, where there's a lot of drama, There's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of upset. There's a lot of bad news coming in. And it's all because your person has been outed, including the people that they worked with, as Seven of Swords energy, deliberately being deceptive, deliberately lying, deliberately creating falsehoods. And again, collective, it was all with an aim of taking whatever it is that you had for themselves. They're still spying on you. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. More air energy. So they're still spying on you. Arts be placed alongside the Page of Cups, to the Three of Swords, to the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, it is, for better or worse, still their intention, their daydream, their delusion, again, however it might resonate for you, to come back to make you that very, very shaky Page of Cups offer, because this, oh wow, this person's seeking some kind of redemption, because where they are right now, Two of Pentacles to that Ten of Cups, they are juggling their responsibilities. They are multitasking. They are struggling to maintain a Ten of Cups that no longer holds any love. Four of Cups to the Three of Swords, because everything is over. But wherever it is that they are right now, they are connected to this place, to the karmic co-partner, to the karmic group, community, friend circle, however it resonates for you, through money. Two of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. And there's a lot of guilt about this. There's that moon energy again, that Cancerian energy, because there is still a lot that's being hidden. There's still a lot that's being hidden from you surrounding what this individual did, and this person knows this, and so does this group. This group absolutely recognizes, collective, and I'm hearing this, you're not as stupid as you might look. You're not as stupid as you might have made yourself out to be. I'm being drawn back to that moon energy. So I really do feel that for your person of interest, for these people that they consulted with, that they worked with, I think in terms of intelligence, they didn't think highly of you. I'm just going to put that out there. And again, please only take what resonates. But in doing that, Seven of Swords energy, they completely underestimated you, who you are, what it is that you do. And I feel again that some of you did that deliberately. Some of you could have just shut down around this person, around this group. Maybe you started keeping things closer to your chest rather than sharing them the way that you used to. However it was, you felt that you had to protect yourself, preserve yourself within this group, this family, this circle. Again, today, you have your person arguing with a group of people, and a group of people arguing with your person, because they recognize that not only were they duped into believing a story about you, into coming into some type of partnership with your person of interest. And again, you know, please reverse the energies, however it resonates for you. They are now also paying a massive price for doing that, along with your person of interest. I'm being pulled back to the Three of Swords, to the Knight of Swords. This is why there is so much heartache. This is why there is so much pain. And this is again, looking at the Knight of Swords, why everyone is fighting and quarreling right now surrounding their actions towards you. Anything else that the collective should know? Wow. It's the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Your arts be placed on top of the moon. Your person of interest feels as if they've lost everything. That's what I'm getting from that reverse Five of Pentacles. If that had come in a reverse in another reading, I would say that this individual had come out of the cold, was feeling more secure. You can tell probably. What I'm getting is the exact opposite, because again, it was Arts, the cover of the Moon card. And it is because the deception has been uncovered. That's what I've just heard. Now, this deception uncovered could have been surrounding a home of some kind, could have been surrounding a business, maybe both. This could involve a family home. Yeah, looking at that distorted Ten of Cups to that Two of Pentacles, this is what this individual is struggling to maintain. This is what this individual feels guilt about. There was a lot of dishonesty surrounding whatever your person of interest was doing with these individuals. And again, it's that connection to money. Knight of Pentacles to that reverse Five of Pentacles to the moon energy. Whatever it is that this individual promised these people, or whatever these people promised this individual, it's not happening today, collective. I can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. We have more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And it's not coming in a higher vibration. And it's been asked to be placed between the Ten of Cups to the Two of Pentacles and the Moon card to the reverse Five of Pentacles. This is the karmic masculine. I'm sticking with the gender that's on the card. You know that you can switch genders however it resonates for you. That is moving through that separation, that is moving through that divorce, that is moving through the revelations of all the things that they have been and were doing and has been called out today. Wow. For being a liar, for being deceptive, for being a cheat, for someone who is operating not as a higher vibrational King of Swords, but as a very, very lower vibrational King of Swords in a Seven of Swords energy. They've asked me to keep those two cards together. So again, please only take what resonates, collective. You're not trying to make anything fit. I do feel you could have been dealing with a former spouse, a former lover. This could even have been a father energy. Someone, again, looking at that distorted King of Swords, that was in a position of authority, that should have been respected, particularly looking at that distorted Ten of Cups to the Two of Pentacles, because now they're in a place of opposition with everyone that they decided to work with against you. Seven of Swords to the Seven of Wands. They're in a position where they feel as if literally their whole world has been turned upside down. Wheel of Fortune to that reverse Five of Pentacles. And it is because of the stupid mistakes that they made surrounding you. So again, please only take what resonates. Don't try to make anything fit. I have the wisdom of the oracle here. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. You saw that. I'm just going to show it to you. Chop wood and round and round. Your person is being advised to go slowly, because they are, and remember I said that this, for me, the energy coming from this reading, this individual, the reading, their methodology, how they have treated people, it's habitual. It's something that they were used to doing and getting away with. And I think this is why this energy is so pivotal to the collective. Because I feel for a lot of you, you were probably the only energy that told this individual, male or female, that what they were doing was BS. And when you turned and walked away, or again, maybe they turned and walked away from you, as hard as it might have been for you to move through that separation, that pain, those revelations and acknowledgements, you never tried to go back to this person. And I feel that that is the biggest kicker that this individual is moving through. This is for someone. Looking at that Six of Swords energy, you decided to leave a difficult situation to move into calmer waters. They just never expected you to stay gone. That's for someone. They never expected you to stay gone. So collective, any final messages for the collective? I'm going to leave it here. We've got round and round again. And to be honest with you, I mean, really, that is what's occurring right now. This is also indicative for me of the spiral staircase. And it's either the descent into chaos or rising into ascension, into knowledge. And I feel the energy, yeah, because they are, look at that, they asked me, I love how spirit works, to place it on top of the Three of Swords. This person is descending deeper and deeper into sorrow, recognizing just how much they did to you, just how much they did to the individuals around them, and the difficulties that they are facing, seeing their way out of their current situation and dealing with the fallout that they're currently dealing with, again, surrounding the people that they partied with, worked with, may have slept with, formed collaborations with, because those partnerships, those collaborations, they no longer exist for your person of interest, because everything that they did around you has been exposed, particularly in terms of finances, particularly in terms of a home. Okay, that's for someone. And this person, again, is being left to deal with the drama, the arguments, and the fighting concerning their behavior, but most definitely, looking at the Seven of Swords, concerning you. So leaving the reading here today, collective, I hope your Sunday is a pleasant one, that you move through the last day of the weekend in a good place. And if this reading resonated for you, you're able to take this reading and to continue to use it positively to help with your own continual growth and forward movement. And if this reading didn't resonate for you, then thank you again for sticking through until the end. Maybe the next reading will be the one for you, and we'll see you again on the next one. So everyone, take care. Until then, love and light to you all.